welcome to I'ma Say It. Thank you to all my listeners out there. I would say good morning, but man, it's not really a good morning now that the Cowboys tricked me again into going home. They went home again. They tricked me once again. We're going to get into that in just a minute. I want to say something kind of to clarify something, really, that I said in an earlier podcast when I said I'm a nobody. I'm actually a coach, and I coach football. And I don't talk about it a whole lot because it's still weird to me. It's weird being called a coach. I've had some life changing events that I've grown uncomfortable in my own skin. Thanks to AA, it's allowed me to learn how to not drink and learn how to live with myself and be a better person. So when I talk this inspirational stuff and when I make these comments on these players, uh, I do coach for a professional organization. So I'm not just a nobody. I do know what I'm talking about. Uh, and I wanted to clarify something. Something just it kind of touched my heart this weekend. I got to experience some things and uh, watch the ring ceremony and just was really grateful to be a part of this and be a part of football and to know that my son is going to be able to be a part of football and be on this journey with them. And it's a really cool thing. It's a really cool experience, and I'm proud to be a coach. I'm proud that they call me coach. And it means a lot to me to be respected by these guys and have conversations with these guys who've been in the league and been around the league. And I, I've always been around professional athletes growing up around the Oklahoma Sports Museum. Ferguson Jenkins is a guy that I can call a friend, and I really mean a friend. Ever since I was a little kid, he let me go to his hitting clinics and stuff. And for a pitcher, he could hit, and a lot of people don't know that. He was actually a really good hitter for a pitcher, better than most. So I've been growing up knowing the game, learning the game, experiencing the game. Athletically, I just never was able to get to that level, uh, for whatever reason. So I'm not a nobody. I shouldn't disrespect myself from like that. I believe self-respect comes from self, and so for me to be disrespectful and do that to myself and call me a nobody is disrespectful. And I've got to lead by example. So I just wanted to say that. I wanted to clarify that because I'm about to rip into my Dallas Cowboys. Great job, defense. Great job, defense. Kept us in there. Our defense kept us in there. Dak threw two interceptions. Our defense kept them to where we lost within a touchdown. We had a chance to win this game. And I don't know whose ego's in the way when it comes to the Dallas Cowboys, but I am done with Dak, and I am done with Mike McCarthy. I am done, done, done. And I'm done with the kicker. I don't know why they didn't go call Adam Vinatieri and say, help us out. Dude, Mike Vanderjack, I don't care who. Anybody's better than that guy. Set a record for most. That's horrible. That's horrible records the Dallas Cowboys set this year. So I don't know whose ego's at the door, but it's got to go. Let me tell you something about winning. I said it's a lifestyle, it's a choice, it's an attitude, it's something you put on. And it really is. But it comes down to really teamwork from the owner down, especially in the Dallas Cowboys sense from the owner down, because Jerry Jones has his hand in everything, which is fine. He's one of the greatest businessmen of all time, I think. So uh, he can do whatever he wants. He makes enough money. He's got to say so. He can do it. But in order to win a championship, I have to do my job, and I have to trust that my teammates are going to do their job. Teamwork makes the dream work, baby. There is no I in team, but there is in win. I get that. Sometimes, and in football, it's supposed to fall on the quarterback. It doesn't always fall on the quarterback. If I do my job and my teammate does their job, and I can trust them to do their job, and we do our job collectively, we win. Sometimes the I in win in football is supposed to fall on your quarterback. It's supposed to fall on your quarterback, but it doesn't always. The I in win is that one special play that sparks everybody. The I in win is that one special moment where y'all come together and you need a play, and a quarterback hooks up with the receiver, or the defense gets a play, or whatever the case may be. That is the I in win. So until you collectively, from the owner down, come together and do your job, you might have all the money in the world, but you won't get a Super Bowl. You and the Jaguars messed up my bracket, but I'm still halfway in it. I called the Cincinnati Bills game, and I called the Eagles and the Giants. That was a massacre. I would have liked to have seen the Giants go against the Niners. I think the Giants could have upset the Niners. My Dak, my quarterback Dak Prescott threw two picks, and why Cooper Rush didn't get a chance to come in late in the third quarter, early in the fourth quarter, and get one chance to prove that he belongs in this league and that he can be here. Guys, Carson Wentz got the Eagles to the Super Bowl. It was Nick Foles that finished it out. I'm not saying you don't start Dak in the NFC Championship. I would start Dak in the NFC Championship. This isn't your job. You're not losing your job. Dak's a little faster than Cooper. I think Dak's a little bigger, a little more athletically built. I get it. I'm not stupid. But I'm going to say it. I start Cooper Rush. Not start Cooper Rush. Didn't mean start Cooper Rush. I end the game with Cooper Rush. Cooper Rush, you got one drive, man. You better get warm. You're coming up soon. I put him out there with the ones. Listen. And I get with my quarterback, Dak. Come here. I want you to play calling. I want you to play caller. I want you to hear everything he's saying. I want you to know what your job is. I want you to find the open receiver, and I want you to tell me who was open. And we're gonna come together, and Dak's gonna help me win this game with Cooper Rush at the helm. Well, we didn't do that. The first half, defense held Christian McCaffrey, and I said the only way we're gonna be able to stop this and stop Brock Purdy, and this offense. Brock Purdy's got some weapons now, but he's poised like he's been playing in the league for years, and everybody's talking about his poise, and that's really what it is. It's his poise. That's the one thing. He's poised in the pocket. He'll make the throw. He'll stand there. He's tough. He's Big 12 tough. Big 12's got some good quarterbacks now. Sarkisian down there in Texas, he's trying to make some defense. I'd wait till 25 too. Let's get this defense in order. Lincoln Riley's a bum and he ran. That's neither here nor there. Dak threw 2 picks. That was ridiculous. Why not try? You lost by a touchdown. You had a chance. And I'm gonna be honest with you, guys. You guys want to go? You guys want to win, or you guys want to go home? We're going for 2. Hey, when we get this touchdown right here, y'all are going for 2. What? Yeah, yeah. You're gonna win, and you're gonna prove that you belong here, or you're gonna go home and let the better team go. Which one are you? I'm not playing to tie. I'm playing to win. And I damn sure ain't trying to take a sudden death. Let's go sudden death right now. Don't care what the odds are. Don't care what the odds are. Coaching decisions are game time decisions. When you're sitting there when you're coaches and you're sitting there in your coaches meeting and you guys are watching film and you guys are talking about what you saw and what you think needs to change, that's the time you discuss it. That's the time you get your strategy together. Coaching decisions are made on the field. Yeah, you made a coaching decision on your starting lineup. Good job. Pre-game's important. That's how you plan for the game. Sometimes you gotta have a plan B. Sometimes you gotta have a plan C. But I don't make a plan A. I don't make a plan B or C. No. This is what makes Tom Brady special. I take what the game gives me. I trust my team to do their job, and we're gonna take it little by little, and we're gonna wear you down. I'm gonna hit you in the mouth until I can't hit you no more. And then when I'm done, I'm gonna continue to hit you in the mouth. I'm gonna switch hands. It's gonna be a long day. Pack a lunch. That's a winning attitude. That's a winning drive. That's a winning spirit. That's coming together. Man, coaches all over the league are making bad decisions. Sticking with Kirk Cousins is a bad decision. Sticking with Josh Allen's a bad decision in my opinion. Here's the thing about Josh Allen. Josh Allen has all the talent in the world. Josh Allen works his ass off. I've seen his workout videos. Uh, Another lady told me about his workouts, and so I had to go check it out. His workout videos are pretty cool. He's good work ethic, good player. Got all the tangibles. He got Stephon Diggs, Gabe Davis, and that Cincinnati defense played lights out. Josh Allen too makes bad decisions. Josh Allen too, I also don't think is going to get you there. How long has he been in the league? He had that one great game against Kansas City where Kansas City snuck in there, and then he keeps failing. Boom, boom, can't live up to the hype. Some people can't, man. That's what made Jeter great. That's what made Jordan great. That's what made Kobe great. Some people can't rise to it. Baker Mayfield couldn't rise to it. I'm out on Baker. I'm out on him. Him coming in and winning that game in for the Rams after being there like 2 days, or however long he was there, wasn't there very long. That was impressive. Uh, the reason I'm out on Baker is he's not grown enough. You see it in his actions. That T-shirt, you had to go out there and you had to win that game. You didn't. You failed. I'm done with you. You're hanging on to the past. It's time to let go. It's time to move forward. I thought you did that with the Rams. I think the Rams should offer you a backup spot. But I think you got some growing to do, young man. I think you have some growing to do. Dak Prescott, you got some growing to do. Dak Prescott, you got paid, dude. If I'm done, I don't know if you should get a job anywhere else. Maybe Carolina. If I'm Jerry Jones, Mike McCarthy's gone. Dan Quinn's my head coach unless I can go get Sean Payton. Hey Sean Payton, how many zeros you need? All right, listen, this is what I'm gonna do. Because I still got a salary cap. If I'm not mistaken, the coach falls under the salary cap, doesn't he? I might be wrong about that. I really don't know. I need to fact check that. I don't know if that falls under the cap. I would assume it would. If Tom Brady can go in with Wes Welker, Danny Amendola, and these guys are good receivers, they got good hands. I mean, they got to catch the ball. Had Tom Brady not have been going through a midlife crisis, Mike Evans catches the ball. The defense doesn't allow Dallas to score as much. I mean, it's not Tom Brady to let Dallas score that much. Tom Brady's got a chance to beat Dallas. Dallas doesn't even go to see the 49ers anyway. I'm so disappointed in Dallas. Oh, I'm so disappointed in Dallas. You didn't even try. You didn't even try. You didn't even try to change up anything. Didn't try to overcome objections. You didn't close out. The defense played lights out. The defense kept you in there. They had, and Joseph got that one turnover, or forced the one turnover. That should have led to a touchdown. And I'm not making excuses for you Cowboys, but I did watch the second, third, and fourth quarter of the game, and the refs were paid on one drive for sure. Defensive holding on a defensive lineman. Nothing to do with the play. Nothing to do with the play. You let that one go, or you call it both sides. The rest of this year have been horrible. I don't think that's why Dallas lost. I think Dallas lost because they didn't make adjustments. So I'm not making excuses for the Dallas Cowboys, but I am going to say something about the refs who've cost a lot of people a lot of games. Y'all suck. I'm going to say it. Y'all suck. I don't know who does y'all schooling, where y'all go to school, or maybe it's just that hard. Maybe I need a chance to go look. Because y'all suck. Or y'all need to start reviewing everything. If there's a penalty, it goes under review immediately. It gets played in real time, and then you slow it down. And you make a real time adjustment. And you either overturn or you get rid of the coach's challenge. I mean, this is the football's gotten ridiculous. I understand the player's safety. I don't want to see quarterbacks go down. I don't want to see players go down. I hate seeing injuries. I hate seeing players get injured. That sucks. I've been hurt before. I know what it's like. I know that feeling. I know that I know all that. We have that in common. The refs are fucking terrible. I've never seen so many bad calls in my life. And it's funny because I go on YouTube, and every week it gets longer and longer. There's this, I don't know who it is. I don't subscribe to him. My wife likes to watch the clips. I usually watch the games, or at least the NFL games. Or if I'm trying to watch a college game and I'm late, it's by the time I get home, it's usually a blowout, and it's like I don't even want to watch this anymore. It's hard to scout players when you're tired of looking at it, I don't want to coach people that don't know how to play. I don't. I want to coach men that know their job, or women that know their job. I don't. I don't care. The mistakes, growing pains. Yeah, I expect pros to make mistakes in practice, but I expect a pro, like a pro shortstop. Let's take a pro shortstop for instance. All your life you've been told work from the ground up, 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 and it's that way in business. You gotta start from the ground up. You gotta start that way in life. You gotta start from the ground up, right? You know how to crawl before you know how to walk. You started on the ground before you worked your way up. I should never see a shortstop have a ball go between his legs. Period. In a statement. You should never see a shortstop with the ball go between his legs at the professional level. Because at this time, he's a grown man, right? 18, you can go die for your country. Thank you to your soldiers. Really do appreciate your service. So these 21, 22, 23, 24-year-old kids, men, I say kids, they're younger than me. They're men, have been told for 20 years, 18 years, ever since they put the glove on, work from the ground up. You're getting paid to play, you should be really good. I shouldn't see a ball go between your legs. You're jacking around and you're not actually in practice and you're trying to catch a ball backwards between your legs or something and you miss the ball, sure. I better not see that shit in practice. I better never see you do that in practice. Oh, you'll be running. Oh, you'll be running. Give a damn. Damn sure don't give a damn about your feelings. Fuck your feelings. This is baseball. Fuck your feelings. This is football. Give a damn about your feelings. I'm here to win a game. I'm here to win. I didn't suit up because I wanted to look pretty. I said, oh, I want to win. Everybody gets a ribbon, even the people that don't win. Well, what are they striving for? You don't play a video game because it's mind numbing and entertaining. No, it's you play a video game. Well, I play a video game anyway because there's something at the end of it. Maybe a secret clip or movie or whatever the case may be, or you unlock something. You know, one of the things I hated about Call of Duty after Modern Warfare 3, besides the zombies, I hate zombies, was you got all the guns unlocked. You don't have to unlock anything anymore. You got all the silencers, you got all the scopes, you got all the. Well, where's the fun in that? I got to unlock shit in Modern Warfare 3, and the whole uh, wave thing was really cool. I had real soldiers from other enemies trying to attack me, right? and I'm just fighting off the enemy for as long as I can, for as long as you can survive. They throw different things at you, and it's cool to watch. You take away the ribbon, you take away the achievements. What do you got? You got nothing. What are you striving for? People that have all the money in the world hold on to it. What the hell? What for? You gonna take it with you when you go? I'm not saying don't be good with your money. Be good with your money. But if you don't spend it, the money doesn't move and the economy stops. I don't know if we've all been aware of this or not, but we are in charge of our economy. In case y'all didn't know. We buy expensive things like Bugatti and Lamborghini and shit like that. I don't own one of those, but I wish it did. Shit, I wish I owned a Lamborghini or a Ferrari. It'd be cool as shit. We want those things. We want those things in life. But that's making one person rich. That's not making the economy rich. I don't want to own one business. I want to own businesses. The more businesses I own, the more jobs people have. Make sense? We got to adjust. We got to make game time decisions. And the Dallas Cowboys did not do that at all. At all. They made no adjustments. And they really haven't. Since 1995, they really haven't made any adjustments. We've been bland and boring. We finally got some players that can execute. And then we make bad game time decisions. I've seen enough. I've seen enough of Kirk Cousins. I've seen enough of Dak Prescott. I've honestly seen enough of Tua Tagovailoa. If I'm Miami, I'm not moving off Skylar Thompson. My offense is already built for him. I don't need to build my offense around Skylar Thompson when I've got Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. But now they're both going to want to get paid. Skylar Thompson's a better business decision anyway. Brock Purdy's a better business decision anyway. Because guess what? You still got Debo, Kittle, and McCaffrey. You still got Bosa. You still got Fred Warner. You still got these guys, and guess what? They're probably going to make it to the Super Bowl. The Niners are probably going to win out. Brock Purdy's going to be the first rookie. Possibly win a Super Bowl. Joe Burrow will be in his second year. I got Cincinnati making it. My Cincinnati pick's still true. Now they just got to go through Kansas City. I thought Jacksonville was going to knock them off, man. I didn't get to see a whole lot of it. I got to see the end of it. And Jacksonville had a chance. Jacksonville had a chance in the fourth quarter. I mean, hell, they got the game to within 3. One stop. Defense makes a play. Trevor Lawrence. Then we got Trevor Lawrence and Joe Burrow. These young up and comers. Now we got Caleb Williams fixing to be here. What's he gonna do? I don't know how much college time he's got left, but Lincoln Riley is a good offensive coordinator. He's good with the offense. I'm just thinking everybody giving him credit for something he didn't do. Caleb Williams is his. He did that. I'll give you that. Oh, but he didn't coach defense. He's not known for defense. Big 12's not known for defense. Pac 10 or 12 or whatever the hell you want to call it. I don't know for defense. Yeah. Quarterback driven league. Quarterback driven conference. Nick Saban coaches defense. That's why Alabama's tough every year. Look what the hell. Look how many points they lost to this year. If I'm not mistaken, I think it was like 4 points total. I know it was less than 10 by points they lost by. Uh, that's the only reason I even said let Nick Saban in the Saban Invitational. I'm glad. I heard that they're going to raise the college championship to more teams. I'm glad. I think they should do 8. I think more than 8's too many. I think it should start it earlier. We used to have bowl week, bowl season, and I liked it. I thought bowl week and bowl season was the coolest thing in the world. Uh, took all month of December, games all month long. My grandma hated it. Every channel you turned it on, it was college football. The only time of year I really got to watch football. March Madness. I get excited about March Madness. Actually, I just get excited about doing my bracket. I never even get close on my bracket. It's really hard for me to watch basketball. Too much drama. A lot of drama in basketball. I wish the players would play. The players have definitely held that league hostage. I think the players are holding the NFL hostage. But I wanted to be a player. I want to get paid that money too. So I'm not knocking it. I'm not saying that it shouldn't stop. I'm not saying that these players shouldn't get paid. Uh, Really, I'm more like baseball. I think it should not have a salary cap. If you want to know the truth, go build you a super team. I think the salary cap so you don't go build you a super team. But I'm like, hey, go build you a super team. Let's play Moneyball. I like Moneyball. I like that. I thought it was a good movie. And I like the concept with the right coaches making the right game time decisions. Sometimes you got to get funky with it. That's one thing I like about Doug Peterson. Doug Peterson's not afraid to get funky with it. I'm gonna say it. I really thought he was gonna upset Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes is special. He's a winner. I think he's gonna be tough to get through. I don't think he's gonna be Brady and achieve it over and over and over again. I don't see it. Love Andy Reid. That's the guy I'd like to learn from. Mike Shanahan's a guy I'd like to learn from. Jimmy Johnson. These guys I'd like to learn from. It's crazy. You know, last time I talked about Lamar Banker bust, I wasn't kidding. If I'm every quarterback in the league, I'm not kidding. Deshaun Watson got that, and he did what? Nothing. Look like a bum. Shit. Hi, coach. Deshaun Watson got this many wins. I got you this many wins. Hey, Deshaun Watson threw for this many touchdowns. I threw for this many touchdowns. Hey, Deshaun Watson ran for this many yards. I had this many yards. Hey, Deshaun Watson. Yeah. Yeah, you got to compare me to Deshaun Watson now. How do I compare to Deshaun Watson? And let's look at stats. Let's look at rookie stats on up. Better yet, if you only got 4 years in the league, let's look at your first 4. Let's look at his last 4. Whoops. Deshaun Watson showed me he's worth nothing. Injured, didn't play. Suspended. You got to compare me to Deshaun Watson now. You had to determine who's the best receiver in the league. My personal opinion is between Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase. Marsh's a good receiver. CeeDee Lamb's turned out to be a good receiver. He had a spectacular catch yesterday with a pass interference. They was in that game. They didn't turn the ball over. They win that game. We gotta make game time decisions, fellas, ladies. It's called game time decisions for a reason. It's called self confidence for a reason. It's called self esteem for a reason. Self explanatory. It's called that for a reason. Where's the adjustments? 30 years of doing the same thing. Yeah, as a Cowboys fan, by the definition, I'm crazy. Doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. Hey, we got that first road win out the way. I don't have the right coaches and the right quarterback. Unless I get Sean Payton and Dan Quinn, you're my. We got a handshake deal right now. Dan Quinn, you're my head coach. I'm gonna let you take the reign. I like your aggressive. I like your aggressive style. Let's see what you can do. Saw what you did down there at Atlanta. Let's see if you can redeem yourself. Mike McCarthy, you had your chance. I'm done with you. Mike McCarthy, it's time to retire or go do special teams or whatever you want to do. That's not a head coach. I'm done. Seen enough. Mayhar, seen enough. Uh, Last season to this season, you made recovery. I'm not gonna lie, you did better. I don't know if you're the worst kicker in the league. You got a boot. You got a cannon for a leg. Uh, but you can't make extra points, and well, I kind of need that. That's important. I need to trust that if I need to knock in a 43-yard field goal, you're going to do that. And clearly, we saw that we can't trust you. You can't do your job. I don't think you'll ever shake that. Congratulations, you turned into Mike Vanderjack. Or as I used to call him, Mike Vanderjack at way right. If I'm not mistaken, I think Mike Vanderjack's a left footed kicker. I might be wrong. I'll have to research that. It's been a long time since I've watched him kick. You know, it's sad. It's sad watching the same shit over and over and over again. You know, we as humans, we get into routines. I'm a routine guy. Wake up in the morning, first thing I do is I go brush my teeth. Every morning. First thing I do. Routine. Take a shower. Grab a bite to eat and leave. It's a routine. It's a routine. I get into a routine. People fall into routines. We as humans, we fall into routines. And the ones that don't fall into routines, we ridicule them. Oh, you'll be fine once you get into a routine. We tell people this. Oh, you'll be fine once you get into a routine. We live that way. And we ridicule the ones that think outside the box. I remember Chan Ho Park because I remember the reason I remember Chan Ho Park is because he didn't throw like everybody else. Tim Wakefield knuckleball. Nolan Ryan fastball. That's what these guys are known for. Strikeout king. Tom Brady. These are guys that typically don't have to make adjustments. Tom Brady has to make an adjustment this year. Tom Brady's biggest adjustment that he's going to have to make this year, besides his family, is whether or not he really wants to play football. He's getting old. It probably takes a little longer to heal than normal, a little sore than normal. Age is setting in. I hope not. I hope athletically and physically Tom Brady feels fine. I'm hoping I'm just making that up. I'm hoping it's not the hits that bother him. You can see him when he throws the ball and he's throwing it at people's feet. Clearly, he doesn't trust his line. Tom Brady does take a little bit. He that last game against the Cowboys, he looked like he took a little off of it. But week 17, week and the beginning of week 18, he looked like he could still throw the ball. So I I'm not gonna say that he can't throw the ball. He showed me that he can still throw the ball. He needs to figure out if he's gonna play football or not. That's first and foremost. It's not a question of where he's gonna play football. Who cares? I actually really don't care where he plays football. I just want to see him play. All you Kyler Murray fans are gonna hate me in a minute, but in case you haven't realized, Carson Palmer, Kurt Warner, so on and so forth. Quarterbacks go to retire, and their last stop in the NFL has been Arizona. To be honest with you, it would kind of only be fitting if the greatest of all time retired a Cardinal. Tom Brady is known as a Patriot. In my heart, Tom Brady will always be TB12 the Patriot, and he may never have anything to do with him ever again. I don't know. That's between them, and Tom. But he should retire in New England and retire a Patriot or retire in Arizona. I don't see him playing for New England, so I'd like to wish him farewell in Arizona. But I think he's got one more year in him. I do. I don't think age is set in. I think it's the stress from his life off the field. And Antonio Brown did fuck him. I don't care what anybody says. I thought Antonio Brown was a good player. I think Antonio Brown is a good player. I think he's a shitty person. That's it is what it is. And at this point in time, I mean, Google his name. I mean, it's crazy the shit that pops up. And I'm not even trying to hurt the guy's feelings or anything. Antonio Brown, I hope you hear it and I hope you straighten up. I'm not kidding, man. Go to a lower league, be a number two receiver, and don't have your name in any tabloids. Do that for a couple years, and you get a chance at the NFL. You got all the talent in the world. Shitty person. Just call it how I see it. You know, that's crazy. Football has a place where players retire, like Arizona. I see a lot of players retire in Arizona. I don't know the actual numbers on that. Just in my opinion, I just feel like that's where they go. Uh, I guess you consider the Yankees organization that place of retirement. Everybody wants to retire a Yankee. Yankees pay the most, but I think Yankee Stadium is what we all dream of playing in. That's our that was my field of dreams. I wanted to land in the Hall of Fame. I wanted to be in New York, up there in Cooperstown. But I never dreamed of retirement. I always said baseball was gonna have to force me out. Uh, I'm never gonna quit playing the game. They're gonna have to force me out. They're gonna have to force me in retirement. Then they're gonna have to force me away from coaching. By that time, I should be an owner. They're gonna have to force me away from owning. uh, basically I'd be dead. So, but that was my lifestyle. Like it was. That's how I always thought. I never thought about retirement. I never thought about life after sports. And so I can understand if a lot of these players are scared after sports. Hell, you've been doing it for so long. You the locker room, the camaraderie. What do you do without it? What do you what's next? Well, that's for you to figure out. You got all the money in the world. Go explore. Start a business. Start a organization. Create a foundation. I don't care what you do. It's making an adjustment afterwards. It's all about making an adjustment. Life's about making adjustments. It doesn't it doesn't have to be crazy adjustment. It doesn't have to be to the extreme. It can be a minor adjustment. It doesn't have to be completely extreme. I'm gonna put this in baseball terms for you batters out there. Somebody tells you to open your stance up a little bit. It doesn't have to be 6 inches. It can be an inch. Just open up a little bit. I always brought my foot back and slid forward. That's how I got my timing. That was just me. That way I didn't have to step out. I'm already back and I can step into it. Lift my arms, cock the bat, throw my hands. Wherever my hands go, that bat's gonna follow. Throw my hands at the ball. I'm not trying to hit it out of the park. I never was. I never tried to hit it past the. I tried to hit it just past the infield. I want to move runners. I want to. I started off as a catcher, so I'm gonna get a courtesy runner. Somebody else is gonna go run the bags. We're gonna put somebody fast in. Hopefully we got a first and third split. We're gonna try to steal a run if we got less than 2 outs. 2 outs. I got almost 2 outs. Depending on how late in the game it is. If it's early, I'm gonna try out that catcher. I'm gonna keep trying out that catcher until he throws one of my guys out. I want to see what that catcher's got, especially if that ball's low. Especially if it's low and away. Making adjustments. Make little adjustments to get better at life. I know from experience. I know because I've been told that my whole life and I didn't trust it. I had to learn from experience. It's it's crazy. Cincinnati blowing out Buffalo. I knew Cincinnati was going to win that game. I like Josh Allen. I trust Joe better. I trust Joe Burrow. I think Joe Burrow and Brock Purdy are the two best looking quarterbacks in the league right now. We don't have a whole lot from Brock Purdy, and I don't think Brock Purdy's numbers are spectacular other than his completion percentage. But I like Brock Purdy a lot. I trust him. He he's shown enough to me that I'm not moving backwards. I'm going to continue to move forward. Skylar Thompson showed me enough that I'm moving forward. Kirk Cousins showed me enough that I'm moving forward. Andy Dalton showed me enough that I'm moving forward. If I'm the Saints, I'm starting over. All right. Who wants Michael Thomas? Who wants Chris? I'm keeping Chris Olave. He's a rookie. Keeping Chris Olave, and I'm gonna build an offense around him. Alvin Kamara. Alvin Kamara is getting towards the turning point of his career. So really, Alvin Kamara, you can try to trade him off. You can probably get a little bit for him. He seems to be dealing with injury a lot too. I'm not saying that he's not a good back. He is a good back. He's an explosive back. Uh, but if I'm the Saints, I'm just gonna rebuild. I'm gonna go get me a quarterback. I'm gonna try to find somebody that I can work with and learn with, and we're gonna start over. The Houston Texans organization needs to start completely over. They need to start over from the ground up. Like I'm not saying the owner needs to change, but definitely from like the GM down. Uh, that they put on a horrible show this year, and I thought David Mills had a lot of heart. I liked his attitude. I think he's a young. He's pretty. He seems pretty young. He looks pretty young. I don't know how old he is. I didn't do any fact checking on him. I'm just going off what I saw, especially him in that Dallas game. He fought his ass off, and I haven't watched a whole lot of Texas this year. Their record says that I didn't miss much. There's been a lot of really good quarterbacks lately. Uh, Trevor Lawrence, Joe Burrow, Patrick Mahomes. I like Josh Allen and Justin Herbert. I'm still not sold on them. Caleb Williams is coming up. Uh, you got the kid from Michigan coming up. Oh, you got some kids coming. If I'm these coaches, I'm not looking backwards. My goal is to get to a championship, and these coaches are not. They're not moving forward. It seems like. Uh, and Lamar Jackson and all these other players are about to get paid. There's no telling what this league's fixing to do. It's fixing to get real crazy for these young men with this money, and I'm excited. I'm excited for the money that they're getting. I'm excited for these players getting to do what they love, and being around football. I mean, that's what it's really about, is just being around the sport and loving the sport. So we got Kansas City and Cincinnati. Again, I'm taking Cincinnati. We got the Eagles and the Niners, and I'm gonna take the Niners. They beat my Cowboys. I'm gonna pick them to win the Super Bowl. Uh, in my opinion, before the season started, I had the Chiefs and the Bengals making the AFC, and I think I had Dallas and somebody else before the season started. So I'm not too bad with how my season ended. I still got one that's playing for the Super Bowl. Obviously, I had Dallas winning it. If Dallas and Cincinnati were going at it, I'm gonna stick with my team, Cincinnati and San Fran, and well, let's just see what happens this week, and then I'll pick the winner of the Super Bowl. So I'm still halfway in it. The Eagles are still in it, and the Bengals are still in it. So I still have a chance, but uh, I really like Cincinnati and what they have. Uh, that and I don't know, especially with this money in the cap space, if this team can continue to work together and work on incentive money and not worry so much about the salary cap and what they get paid yearly. I think if that group stays together, they could become a dynasty. I think we'd be talking about them for a very long time. Joe Burrow's poised. He is very accurate. Even though I saw a couple passes yesterday that didn't look so accurate. I'm not saying he doesn't throw interceptions at all. Obviously, you can look at his numbers, but he does. He is pretty accurate, and I like him a lot. I like him a lot better than Josh Allen. It's funny because I was talking about this yesterday, and everybody said I was crazy, and I was like, "Nah, I'm telling you right now, Cincinnati wins this game," and sure enough, they did. So I like Joe Burrow a lot better than I like Josh Allen. I like Josh Allen better than I like a lot of quarterbacks. I like Josh Allen better than I like Kirk Cousins because Josh Allen's younger and he has more upside. Kirk Cousins is going to get you the same thing every year. Carson Wentz, I'm done with Carson Wentz. Done with Dak. Done with Andy Dalton. Done with Jameis Winston. Done with Tua. I'm done with Jimmy Garoppolo. Done with Baker Mayfield. Definitely know Zach Wilson. Zach Wilson. What I saw out of Zach Wilson this year was horrible. Uh, and I don't think he'll ever recover. I'd like to see another team give him a chance. I would. I'm a man of second chances. I believe in second chances. I don't believe in fourth, fifth, and sixth. I think by that time you've created a pattern, and you're not going to break that pattern. So, Jimmy Garoppolo, I'm done with. I think he's going to make a great quarterback coach. And actually, honestly, I would see what I could get for Trey Lance and maybe keep Jimmy G as a backup to teach Brock Purdy, some of the things that Brock Purdy still needs to learn. He's still got a lot of room to grow. And Jimmy Garoppolo's not a dumb guy. He's been in the league for a while, and uh, I mean, obviously not as long as Brady or some of these other guys, but he's been in the league for a while. He's a vet. He knows what it is. He knows the game. He knows the game of football. He knows the business side. He's been around for a while. So keeping Jimmy G with Brock Purdy would be a help, or maybe make him a quarterback coach, or you can find a job for Jimmy G. Jimmy G should definitely have a job in football. Uh, but I'm definitely moving off of him as quarterback. And he showed me that he can win. He's a winner. I just believe that Brock Purdy showed me more, and he's got more upside. Skylar Thomas, I think Tua. I don't think Tua is done in this league. I don't. I think Tua can still play. Just what I've seen from Skylar Thompson, and knowing that I've got Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill, and I still got Mostert in the backfield, and all the weapons they have. Um, no, I'm not. I'm not. I'm not moving off Skylar Thompson. He's got too much upside. Uh, and Tua, I'm not gonna make him compete for a backup spot. I'd let him go to whatever team wanted him that would work with him. Mike Tomlin and that Pittsburgh team experienced some growing pains this year. I expect to see them pretty close to what they are this year, only a little better. I think Kenny Pickett is a good quarterback. I think he's going to be a Ben Roethlisberger esque quarterback that Pittsburgh uh, plays with and plays around, and it's going to be easier for Coach Mike Tomlin to coach and do what he does, and that Pittsburgh defense is looking good and doing things. That offense, Najee Harris. I like Najee Harris. I like Najee Harris a lot. I think he's underrated. I think people disrespect Najee Harris. Uh, I know the league definitely respects him because he gets well fought hard yardage. Uh, if Dallas doesn't want to hold on to Zeke, uh, they might. If I was Dallas, I would see what Najee Harris is looking like. What he would take to get Najee Harris with Tony Pollard. Um, it's not gonna really change the dynamic of my team. So I think that would be a problem. Is I've got two starting running backs, but you still got to have that 1-2 punch. So maybe one drive one, one drive the other. I don't know how you really coach that, but Najee Harris fights hard, and it's gonna this high ankle sprain that Tony Pollard has. It's gonna depend on how long Tony Pollard's out. So Dallas has got a long way to go. I heard somewhere, and I don't remember where the source came from. I think I read it somewhere, but I don't remember where. But it said Cowboys have already made a decision on Coach Mike McCarthy. He's staying for another year, and if that's true, man, I'm sorry for my Dallas Cowboys. Dallas Cowboys are the reason I got into fantasy football. I just want everybody to know that. If my team hadn't stunk it up for so long, I would have never got into fantasy football. Uh, I'm loyal to a team. I've been loyal to my Longhorns for a long time. They don't. Problem is, I don't get to watch. I don't have the Longhorn Network, so in order to watch that, I can't. And they play a lot of games on the Longhorn Network, so I get to see like the Red River and whatever games they show on ABC or whatever. But uh, The ones that are on the Longhorn Network, it's it drives me crazy. And I get it; they're making their money. Uh, should have taken the. You should let OU keep paying for the upside down Longhorn. Uh, they were getting a buku amount of money. I think it was like 14 or 19 million for that. Uh, for OU to put the Longhorn upside down. So OU was still paying them, and I thought that was a waste of money for Texas or for OU. But the fact that they was paying Texas, I was all for it. Like, go ahead and put it on all the shirts. Like, man, y'all provide scholarships and everything else. Just call it the bum fund. Anyway, I do like their coach. I think he's a great defensive coach. They need an offensive coordinator to go along with him, and I think OU will be just fine. So Lincoln Riley can go be a crybaby over there, and we'll win over here. And the Big 12 is going to be strong for the next couple years. And then when OU Texas goes to the SEC, man, it's gonna be lights out for Texas. They're gonna play. They're gonna be ready to play and ready to ball. And I think OU will be too. I think everybody's gonna go to the Smash Mouth football in the Big 12. You know, OU seeing OU Texas go to Smash Mouth football down in the SEC. I think it's gonna be awesome. Defense wins championships. We gotta be able to score. And so I hope uh, I hope by then Texas and OU are ready for the SEC because right now no Big 12 team is ready. I mean, we saw what Georgia did to TCU, and I thought TCU looked good this year. I thought this is the best team they had. They didn't look like it that game. That was horrible. And it seems like that with every Big 12 team. It seems like ever since Texas beat USC, like Big 12 just can't do it. And hopefully things will change. Hopefully we'll get some. Texas will get to rocking, and OU will get to rocking, and the Big 12 will be good this year. And I expect to see some changes in football. I hope to see some changes in football. There's a lot of things going on in the league and it's not just with the league. It's just all around football. Football everywhere. It's just I just see a lot of coaching mistakes. And man, when I get my chance, I hope I don't make those mistakes. I've learned enough from watching these guys that I'm prepared to go and win because what I'm seeing right now is terrible, terrible. And they didn't do what I suggested, so they didn't prove me right or wrong. And so right now I just have what I think, and what I think is important to me, and because I've been around the game, I've been around all the games, not just some games. I've been around all the games, and like I'm in all different kinds of sports, and I know talent when I see talent. You know what I mean? And my owner's really good, but man, we definitely gotta make some changes. I think changes at quarterback, changes at kicker, changes at head coach. I definitely think those are changes that we need to make and leave the egos at the door. You know, teamwork is important. It really is. It's one of the most important things. Uh, I think it's the most important thing a team can do. Period. But it's definitely not just like on a sports team, but your team of family, your team of whoever your team is, your coworkers, your family, your actual teammates. It's all about doing your job and trusting that your team's gonna do their job. And when they come together, that's when you win. Sometimes you need a special play from a player. I watched Michael Parsons do it. I watched Trayvon Diggs do it. I've seen Dak do it. Dak played lights out against the opener in Tampa, the the postseason opener in Tampa. Uh, he didn't play so good against the Niners. Niners got a good defense. I'm not taking anything away from the Niners defense. But you threw that ball straight to him. You know what I mean? It's not like these guys are making plays and coming out of nowhere and picking the ball. No, you're throwing it. You're hitting them in the chest, and you're lucky you don't have more balls picked. That's my issue. That's my issue. So when you start playing together like a team and you have that one spectacular play that changes the momentum of the game, you ride with it and your teammates do their job, you do your job, and you come together as a team and you say, all right, we're not backing down. We're stepping up. All of us are going to do our job. All of us have each other's backs. We're all doing it. We're all winning. We're all in this together. And that's when you win. Leave your egos at the door. Be all in. It's about you, but it's more importantly about your teammates. Because you're not just playing for your teammates, you're playing for their families. You're playing for their job. You're playing for XYZ. It's not just you involved in this. And a lot of people think that. A lot of people think it's, oh, it's me, 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 me. It's not. It's us, 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 us. It's us. It's what can we do? So I'm gonna leave y'all with that. I'm gonna say it. Thank y'all for listening. Hit me up. I'm gonna say it pod. I'm on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all of it. Hit me up. Leave your comments, questions. Uh, let's see what we can do.